Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS FANS. Let's get to the news alright, Falcons fans, buckle up because today we're diving into some of the most shocking, yet incredibly promising, news that could redefine the NFC South, and more specifically, the Atlanta Falcons' trajectory for the upcoming seasons. It's been a roller coaster start to 2025 for Atlanta, no doubt about it. With a record of 1-2 after 3 weeks, the team has faced some tough challenges, especially in Week 3, when they suffered a 30-0 blowout against the Carolina Panthers. That kind of loss always stings, especially when your offense struggles to get going and your defense is under pressure. But as always in football, big changes and even bigger moves are just around the corner, and this season might be one of those moments where the Falcons take a bold step forward, thanks to a strategic move that could reshape the division. Now, what's catching everyone's attention right now is the potential trade involving A.J. Brown. Yes, you heard that right. A.J. Brown, the star wide receiver from the Philadelphia Eagles, might be heading to Atlanta soon. And it's not just a rumor, it's a real possibility that could shake the NFL landscape. To understand why this is such a game changer, we need to look at the current state of the Falcons' roster, their needs, and how Brown's arrival could be the missing piece to elevate Atlanta to a new level. First, let's talk about the Eagles. Philadelphia, as many of you know, has had an incredible start to the season, sitting at 3-0 and looking like serious contenders to defend their Super Bowl title. However, despite their success, there's a bit of a concern lurking in the background. A.J. Brown, who has been a key player for them, has had a somewhat inconsistent start. In Week 3, he actually had a solid game, with 109 yards, but in the first 2 weeks, he was pretty much a non-factor, with only 8 yards and 27 yards respectively. That inconsistency raises questions about his future in Philly, especially considering the team's depth at wide receiver with Devonta Smith and Jahan Dotson. Both are young, talented, and promising, making Brown somewhat expendable if the right offer comes along. And here's the thing, Brown, who is only 28 years old, has already achieved quite a lot. He's got a Super Bowl ring, but now his focus is on personal accolades and securing a lucrative next contract. The buzz around the NFL is that the Eagles might be willing to move him if the price is right, especially since they've got younger receivers who can step up and fill his role. The fact that Brown is already in the prime years of his career, with over 768 yards and 55 touchdowns to his name, makes him an incredibly valuable asset. So if Howie Roseman, the Eagles GM, decides to make him available, the Falcons should definitely be knocking on that door hard. Why Atlanta, you might ask? Well, because the Falcons are in a prime position to benefit from this. Yes, they've had a rocky start, but they've shown flashes of potential. Their offense, led by quarterback Michael Penix Jr., is still developing, and they need more reliable targets outside of Drake London and Bijan Robinson. London has been impressive, with 159 yards, and Robinson is leading in receiving yards with 164, but relying on just 1 or 2 players isn't sustainable. They need someone like A.J. Brown, an experienced, proven playmaker, to help take the pressure off the young receivers and give Penix Jr. that reliable outside option he needs to succeed. Imagine the impact of adding a player like Brown to Atlanta's offense. His route running, hands, and ability to make contested catches are exactly what the Falcons need to stretch the field and create more scoring opportunities. With Brown's experience, he would immediately become a leader in the locker room, helping to mentor the young talent and pushing the entire team to elevate their game. It's not just about getting a star, it's about strategic building for a future that can be much brighter, especially in a division that's still in flux. Now, it's important to understand that this isn't just a move about filling a gap. It's about setting a new tone for the Falcons. With Brown, the team could finally unlock that explosive passing game that has been somewhat elusive so far this season. His presence would demand respect from opposing defenses, opening up opportunities for others and making Atlanta's offense much more dangerous. And let's not forget, this is a player who has been a consistent deep threat, someone who can turn any play into a big gain. That kind of weaponry could be exactly what the Falcons need to turn close games into wins and boost their confidence heading into the crucial second half of the season. Of course, nothing is ever simple in the NFL, and there are factors to consider. The Eagles will want a substantial return, and Atlanta will have to weigh the costs and benefits carefully. But considering the Falcons' current situation, needing more offensive firepower, especially in the passing game, this could be the perfect match. Plus, with the Falcons having some cap space and draft capital, they're in a good position to negotiate a deal that benefits both sides. Let's also take a quick look at the bigger picture. The NFC South is wide open this year. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New Orleans Saints, and even the Panthers are all in the mix, but Atlanta has the talent to rise above them. Improving the offense with a player like A.J. Brown could be the boost they need to start climbing the standings and making a real push for the playoffs. And if they manage to secure him, it would send a message to the rest of the division that the Falcons are serious about competing this season and beyond. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what about the chemistry? Will Penix Jr. be able to get on the same page with someone like Brown quickly? That's a valid concern, but let's remember that Brown is a seasoned pro who's been in the league for 7 years. He's a proven route runner, and his ability to adjust quickly to new quarterbacks is well documented. Plus, Penix Jr. is a talented passer who has shown flashes of brilliance already this season. Pairing him with a reliable target like Brown could be exactly what they need to unlock their full potential. And let's not forget, A.J. Brown's leadership and work ethic are qualities that Atlanta would be lucky to bring into their locker room. His experience winning a Super Bowl with the Eagles already sets him apart from many young players. Having someone like him to mentor the younger receivers and to be a focal point for the offense could be exactly what the Falcons need to build a cohesive, formidable attack. As we watch this story unfold, it's clear that a move like this would be more than just a shake-up. It's a statement of intent. The Falcons are looking to build a team that can not only compete now, but also set themselves up for sustained success in the future. With Brown's potential arrival, they could finally bridge the gap between their current roster and the elite teams in the league. So, Falcons fans, keep your eyes peeled because this could be one of the most impactful trades of the season. Whether or not it materializes, it's discussions like these that keep the excitement alive and remind us why we love this game. The NFL is unpredictable, and that's what makes it so thrilling. One thing's for sure, if Atlanta manages to land A.J. Brown, it will be a game changer, a move that could elevate the team to new heights and make the NFC South even more competitive. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, if this trade comes true, it'll be fascinating to see how the Falcons' offense evolves. Will Penix Jr. be able to develop that chemistry quickly? Will Brown be the missing piece to turn Atlanta into a playoff contender? The NFL is all about these strategic moves, and this one could define the Falcons' season and beyond. Fans, just imagine the energy, the excitement, and the new possibilities that could come with A.J. Brown donning the Falcons' colors. It's a story worth following, and I promise I'll be here every step of the way to keep you updated. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Atlanta Falcons. Do you think A.J. Brown is the right fit? Are you excited about the potential of this move? Or do you see some pitfalls? Whatever your thoughts, I want to hear them. This is your team, your passion, and your voice. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. Thanks for being part of this journey, and as always, go Falcons!